As promised, we will begin this video with a climb. Now, climbing is one of my absolute favorite things about cycling. The reason for that is that you can really push yourself without reaching speeds that become dangerous. The climb that we're looking at right now is a segment on Strava. Strava is an application and social network that lets you record your rides and compare them with other people. So this climb is a segment on Strava, and the segment is called Uttan Road Climb. It's a favorite climb for a lot of people, including myself. I must have ridden it dozens of times. So I'm going to try and give you a few really general tips and guidelines about climbing. So very first tip would be to not go too hard at the beginning of the climb. A lot of people end up doing this, and then what will happen is that you will start to slow down as you run out before the climb ends, and it's not really going to be worth it. Secondly, pace yourself. Try not to have any sudden accelerations or stops, and it's fine if it doesn't feel like you're moving really quickly. Just consistency is what's important. Select a gear that you're comfortable with. So if you're going up a climb in too hard a gear, that's not really going to be useful. If you're watching the video and you're wondering why I've gone to the wrong side of the road, that's a good question. It's a bit stupid, and I don't recommend you do this. But what I'm doing is that I am following the curvature of the road to find the fastest line through the corner as well as the climb overall. I've done this climb, like I said, many times, and so it's become kind of a habit that if there's no traffic, I end up taking the fastest line, even though I'm not doing this climb at 100% today, because usually when I do that, I just have to end the ride and go back home. I'm completely spent. In this case, I know that I have to actually ride further, so I'm not doing it at 100%. But since it's on video, it gives me an opportunity to talk about it, which is that you can probably save a few seconds if you pick the fastest line and not really have to expend any more energy. So it's worthwhile just looking at the ride and seeing if, first of all, if it's safe to do this, because I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. Anyway, we are still climbing. I'm not sure if it's visible on camera, but it's still definitely an ascent. And just in case you are aware of this segment and are trying to improve your time, another tip would be that the person who created the segment actually included a bit of the downhill section in it as well. So don't stop pedaling once you crest the climb. Keep pedaling, and that'll let you pick up a few additional seconds. So we've crested the climb. We are now descending. I'd say we're doing about 30 kilometers an hour or so, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So pace yourself, I guess, would be the a way to sum up how to climb. You don't want to go too hard, too quickly. Slow and steady is the way to go. At least that's what works for me. If you are super strong, super powerful, then you can just try to go all out from the beginning itself. Right, if you keep looking towards the right, there are some really interesting structures that should show up, and this is a beautiful road. I mean, I've ridden this. This is actually the route that got me back into cycling, and it's a road. I'm sure I'm not alone in saying this, but it's a road that I could ride hundreds of times and not get tired of it. It is just beautiful. I mean, look at it. It's absolutely a joy to ride this road. The road quality has deteriorated a little, and there's a lot more traffic these days than it used to be, but still, this is an absolute favorite. Are picking up some more speed again. So we started the video with a climb, and we are going to end it with actually some off-road trail riding. Now I'm using road tires on this on the cycle, so I'm going to take it really easy and gentle, and there's a little bit of a treat towards the end, if you're watching, and you actually managed to sit through this 15-minute video. So yeah, so once again, you'll notice as the speed goes up and the descent continues, I start using more and more of the road. I was pretty much in the center of the road for a little while, and you should not be afraid to do that, especially if you're going quickly, because it just gives you more margin for error should anything go wrong. But it's fairly safe. There's not a lot that can go wrong. Really nice descent. Life is pretty good. Okay, so we are coming really close to the end of the descent now, and what's going to happen is that we're going to take a right and turn off the road, follow a trail, and see where it leads. So I just wanted to thank you guys for being a part of this test, if you're watching, and hopefully we do this again. I also wanted to thank Saurabh, a friend of mine, who was the first person to actually take me on this route and rekindle the love of cycling. If possible, please try this route yourself. You should. It's a lot of fun. Let's see. How long have I been talking? There's red dust that is really characteristic of this area, and you will be able to see it on the road very soon. What I'm hoping is that the video looks like we're on another planet when the dust starts. So yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. Some music will start playing soon, so if you like the music, please check the description to find out more. I hope you have a nice day, and thank you once again.